What's up, guys? TSI Nightmare here, coming at you with some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 realism gameplay. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things I like so far in the beta and things I don't like. So, starting off with the things I like, one is the realism mode, because it's awesome. It's kind of like they put Battlefield into Call of Duty. They have a one-shot headshot mechanic, which I like a lot. Any gun, one shot, you're dead. That's how it should be in a shooter game, I think. There's no HUD unless you have a UAV drone. Then you get a mini map for, I believe it's 45 seconds. After that, it's gone. It's straight up. It's like if you've ever played on PC, there's a game called Insurgency Sandstorm. It's kind of like you're playing that. It's pretty sweet. Another thing I like is the weapon loadout system. They've changed it from previous years from the pick system. It used to be like pick 10. I think the last one was pick 13. Now, there is the system they have in place now. You can have 5 attachments on your primaries. So it doesn't take away any of your other weapon slots or nothing like that, because in other games you'd have to swap out a pistol or a attachment or a perk or something to put attachments on other things, but you don't have to do this in this one. They have brought overkill back, so you can have 2 primaries. So if you play it right, you can have 5 attachments on both of those, all 3 perks, and 2 grenades. So that's, if we're doing the pick system, that's 17 items. Another thing I like is the crossplay. Crossplay is awesome. It's running pretty well. There is a few issues with the server lag, but I don't think that has anything to do with crossplay itself. I think that's just the servers getting overwhelmed, like they always do in Call of Duty. I've been able to play with some of my friends that I haven't been able to play with in years because they've all gotten PS4s now and I'm on Xbox. So we were playing last night, having a good time. It was really fun. I'm super glad they finally have been implementing crossplay in more and more games. The map layouts are awesome. They're a little vertical, like they've added a little too many points of view for you to take out somebody. But I like it overall. It's more realistic, because other games have been just like a kind of a flat surface with 3 lanes. This one is more like a lived-in area. It's realistic. I like it. They also added a lean mechanic, so you can, I believe the stock version that comes in the game is you hit the aim button in melee and you'll get up close to a corner and you can peek around it. I like it so much. It's one of the things that I've wished Call of Duty would add for many years. Now let's get into some of the things I dislike. So some of the things I dislike is the weapon balance and the recoil. I feel like there's a lot of guns that just aren't useful. They take too long to kill, or they just have way too much recoil. The guns I've been using that have been useful for me is the M4A1, the MP7, and the AX50. Anything other than that, I feel like I have to try way too hard to kill people with. Like, I can only kill people with the AK-47 at a distance if I'm mounted. If I'm not mounted, the recoil is just ridiculous. Same thing with the EBR-14. It's the version of the M14. I think they need to work on that for all platforms, because I've seen some videos that Level Cap has made, and he has the same issues. So if they'd fix that, that'd be great. Dark spots on the maps, like if you're outside looking inside a window, or if you're in a cave and there's a spot where there's no lights, that's awful. It's so hard to see into those. Another thing I don't like is the game chat with crossplay. I've been in parties in Xbox and I've been in parties in PlayStation. I've been in game chat in both, and when I was talking to my friends last night, when they were on PlayStation, it sounded like they were talking through a fishbowl. So if they could fix that, that'd be another good thing. Another thing is the footstep noises and ambient noises in the game. They're just off. You can still tell where people are, but it sounds like they're farther away or closer sometimes. There's no other noise in the game as far as like ambient noise, like in other Battlefields and Call of Duties. There's maybe been gunfire in the distance or something like that. This is nothing. It's just way too quiet. I don't like it. It doesn't feel realistic. Another thing is the kill streak controls. The Predator missile. It's very touchy. It's a little too hard to steer. They need to fix that. And some of the other controls, it's just like you're jumping around when you're trying to aim, and that needs to be a little more precise because it took you time to get that, and it should be a little more controllable. Another thing is the sniper scope glint. I really dislike that. I hate it in Battlefield. It gives away your position. Like, scope glint works in real life if you are outside or looking close to a window and the reflection of the sun hits your scope. In this game, I could be in the dark at night in a cave, and as long as I'm aimed in, you can see my scope glint. I think that's a little ridiculous. I understand so people can't just camp, but do something else, because scope glint is stupid. I hate it. Never have liked it. Also, the minimap, I think, makes it a little too easy if you're playing core. It makes it impossible for somebody to flank. If they have to fire their gun, you can just turn around without having any other clue that they were there and pop them. I would like them to maybe change how the minimap works. Leave it on, but get rid of my fire if I'm shooting. Like, I don't need to pop up on the minimap. You don't need to know where I am unless you have a UAV. I'll give you that. If you got a UAV, you can see me. But if there's no UAV, you should have no idea where I am unless you hear me. So far, though, that's my only main issues and things I like. So I think that'll be it for this video. I'm going to keep it kind of short. If you guys like the video, please comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. It helps me out a lot. As soon as the game comes out on October 25th, I'm going to be uploading a lot more content on it. So if you enjoyed this video and some of my other ones that I'll drop down in the comment section, please let me know. Alright, peace out, guys.